So today is Saturday, October 13th? I don't know. Anyway, the point of it, I'm trying to pick the vlogs up, keep going with them, trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate Free Flow Friday into the vlogs, because I actually missed doing the vlog yesterday. So I'm gonna go today. Today, there's not a whole lot going on. I'm off today from work. It's cloudy, it's overcast. It seems like the way it's been the past couple weeks. I don't know. It got cold though.
Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 51 degrees. Today, expect a high of 59 degrees.
It's not good.
So what I want to do is I'm going to basically, you saw me, I'm doing some laundry. I had to turn it off for a minute because it was way too loud. That said, do some laundry. Right now I'm going to run to Wawa. I'm going to get a cup of coffee and I might get some breakfast there, eggs or something. Come back, eat. And then I want to work on my Alwa's Awakening review, which you're going to see here right now in this video. I decided to try something a little different with the review. So kind of incorporate the vlog with the review. I'm trying to just do things differently. So put my shoes on and we'll go. I feel like Mr. Rogers. Did Mr. Rogers just do some stupid thing when he did his shoes? I'm far from Mr. Rogers, just saying. So
it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
So, man, this day is flying by. It's the worst part about days off. Because your days are off, and then the next thing you know, it's like, done. So I have a couple things I have to do today. I'm going to now go into the room, work on my Alwa's Awakening review that you guys are going to watch in a minute. Tonight at 8 o'clock, I have Nintendo Talk Live with Sterling Silver, who I reached out to a bunch of different people a while ago. It's pretty much what I did was I put a tweet out there and was like, hey guys, do you know anybody that would like to be a part of Nintendo Talk Live? He reached out to me. And so I set it up. So today I have that. I have like a month's worth of guests. It's pretty awesome, pretty cool. So I have to do the review, which I'm gonna do now. And then I have to do an overlay for Nintendo Talk Live with Sterling. And then at 8 o'clock, I have to sit down and talk Nintendo with him. But this should be up hopefully before then, because I'm hoping to get this done pretty quickly. So I'm gonna wrap it up now and pretty much tell you, see you tomorrow. Gonna be pretty fun. I might go down to my mom's house tomorrow. So if I do, take you guys with me. Be kind of cool. And yeah, also I did some Pokemon Go hunting today, a little bit. So in one of the montages, you'll see like you saw some catches and stuff. It wasn't really that great today. A couple gym battles I did and all that, but nothing major. On Monday, I am doing an EX raid with Miguel, so that's pretty awesome. We both got invited to an EX raid, so he invited his brother, and I didn't really have anybody on my friends list that I could invite that was local, or I would have. So I invited Jonathan Brown, but Jonathan Brown can't come because he's down in North Carolina, so it makes no sense. So Alwa's Awakening for me was a cross between Zelda 2, Castlevania, and sometimes Metroid. I found myself comparing certain areas and moments of this game to those games for sure. In Alwa's Awakening, you play as Zoe, a young girl who is called upon to free the land of Alwa. In the game, you use a magic staff, and in that magic staff is the powers to be able to help you get into other areas of the game, between creating a green block, a bubble to float on, or a fireball to shoot out at enemies, as well as doors and unlock different chambers throughout it all. There's a lot of deep puzzle mechanics in the game, and you'll basically need to take on these new abilities to get yourself into other areas and unlock new abilities throughout the game. Alwa's Awakening is brought to you by Elden Pixels, which has a deep, nice pedigree in game development. A 4-person team, as some of this team has come from Zoink Games as well as Image and Form Games. It shows how good these game makers are, as with this game being their rookie offering, it is one of the most solid games that I've played in 2018. Alwa's Awakening released on the Nintendo Switch September 27th. It was also available previously on Steam probably about a year ago. Alwa's Awakening is a one-player game, and there are various ways to play and control the game in terms of could you do it in handheld and tabletop and all that. And I want to talk about those modes a little bit, as I spent a little bit of time with each style of the game. So first off, let's start with television mode. I basically dropped the Switch into the dock and sat there and played Alwa's Awakening. It just looks fantastic up on my big TV. The music just come blaring through and sounded fantastic on that TV. I enjoyed playing it on television mode a lot. But then the next one was I pulled it out of the dock and I threw it into my Satisfy grip, and I played handheld. So for me, playing that way, it felt comfortable, it felt fluid, it just was a lot of fun to have that game and the screen up close to you and personal. Another way that I played the game was tabletop mode. I threw the game up on the table and just sat there with my Pro Controller and played. I did this for quite a bit of time, and just to get a feel for the game, I found myself enjoying my time in tabletop mode. The final mode and way that I played is something that I have the ability to do, and I'm very happy to be able to do this from time to time. But I took my Ojo and shot the game up on a wall and played it that way, and the music just blared through the speakers of the Ojo. That is one phenomenal piece of equipment when it comes to music and all that. It's an all-around great device, and I encourage anybody that's interested to check out yesojo.com. That said, my favorite way to play this was definitely handheld. I don't know why, and perhaps it was the Satisfy grip, perhaps it wasn't, but just having that game on the go and being up close and personal to it just really enamored me and made me really fall in love with this game even more than I already did. So I decided to score the game based upon 4 different categories: graphics, music, gameplay, fun factor. Then take those scores and give an average overall score for the game. So let's jump right into it. First off is graphics. This game is an absolute throwback to the 8-bit era of gaming. It gives a classic feel to it and is reminiscent at times to Ghosts and Goblins. There was a crisp feel and look to the game that definitely, being a fan of pixel art, allowed me to appreciate this game's looks even more so. The graphics, I gave the score a 9. The music was very solid. I don't feel it was anything that kept me wanting to come back for more. However, the music was a lot of fun, and it also had different music as you moved into each different area, which also allowed you to just become muscle memory. As you heard the music, you kind of already knew the areas you were going into. For the music in the game, I gave the score of an 8. Gameplay. The jumping was slow and floaty, which allowed you to make much more precise and longer jumps than in most platforming games. I enjoyed how Zoe would float and move within the air. I never found myself afraid to risk a long jump or worried about falling rapidly to the ground. For me, the gameplay was a solid 9, and that's the score I gave it. Last up is fun factor. This game being that is a throwback, it helped me to fall in love immediately to the game. During the NES era, you would have games that just didn't look good, but played amazing, and vice versa. Alwa's Awakening gives you the best of both worlds. It's a game that looks good, and plays good, and feels good. I found myself just wandering around and exploring the world and not caring how much longer the missions or the level or the game was taking me. Just I was enamored with the world and wanting to spend time within it. For fun factor, I gave the game a 10. For an overall score, this game received a 9 from me. I felt like it is very deserving of a 9, and it was very deserving of your time and your money. I really think everybody should go out and get this game. So I don't have any other thoughts other than you should probably just go out and get this game immediately and spend as much time as you can playing Alwa's Awakening. It was such a fantastic game. It definitely deserves everybody's time. Please go out, check this out, go get it now. You won't regret it for a second. That is all. Thank you guys for watching today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, slap the like button down below. Share it with your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. That would be amazing if you did. Or amazing if you're Sean Capri. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, @Nintendo Gurus. That is all. Peace out, Preston.